There's a sophomore on this year's defensive line that's grown into a top producer for a defense that ranks in the top 10 nationally in dropping an offensive player for a loss. Brett McMakin has produced a big push for the front seven that's causing all kinds of havoc, and that's just what the coaches are looking for. Eric Braley shows us all the reasons why you'll see plenty more of Brett McMakin in the backfield.
Sophomore Brett McMakin brought some experience and confidence into this football season. The defensive lineman started the last 4 games for the Panthers in 2013 and recorded 9 tackles against Youngstown State, which led the team. He bulked up and improved on the fundamentals in the offseason and unleashed on the Iowa Hawkeyes in the season opener, recording a career-high 10 tackles. He is one of the team leaders in tackles this season, and he's made a ton of big plays on defense this year.
Brett's an interesting kid. He's young. He's a redshirt sophomore. He started the last maybe 3 or 4 games of last year and performed pretty well for us. But the thing that we like, having he and Ron outside, those are 2 big, physical, strong suckers. And we're hopeful that they'll help us to stop the run. And he's athletic enough. He can do some things in space that we need him to do, and he finds a way to get to the football.
He's a guy came in not long after me. He's a guy I'm excited to see. He's a freak athlete. The things he can do, not a lot of people can do. And for a while, it's just been that we need to get him honed in, bring his talents in, get him focused in. And I think we got to see it a little bit last year when he got to play. And if you put him on the field, he can play with them. He can play with everybody. And now he's a year better, more focused. He knows the defense a little better. Put him back at his natural position, playing DN. He could be a guy that could help us a lot.
Being on the smaller side of most defensive ends, Brett uses his speed and agility to wreak havoc in opponents' backfields. Brett is currently 3rd on the team with 5 sacks, including a career-high 3 against South Dakota.
My style of play is probably a little different. I play more with speed, less size, so I can't really get too physical with the bigger guys, but I can run around them or make them miss or something like that. So that's really all, man.
The other thing about Brett, he's a bit of a contortionist. So when we do blitz him, he finds ways to twist his body, and he's really hard for people to block. But he's long. He's a pretty competitive kid, and obviously we've been fairly pleased with him too as we've gotten going this fall.
He's got some speed, and he's very agile. He's got some moves on him. He could almost be a linebacker if he wanted to, because he's so athletic. He could jump and run, and you come at him slow, he's going to get right past you if he's looking crazy.
Called stretch by his teammates, Brett uses his incredible athleticism to terrorize defenses. He recorded his first career interception against South Dakota, and he currently leads the team in forced fumbles with 2.
Yeah, he is a freak athlete. Call him stretch because there's some plays that he can make that you just have no idea how he made them. Super athletic. He just makes movements that aren't humanly possible, it seems like, but he somehow does them.
Brett is an unorthodox, very, very good guy. You don't know what you're gonna get with Brett. You tell him to do something, he'll do it, but the way that he does it is just so smooth, you know what I'm saying? But he also got that mean streak to him. So it's fun watching Brett just get after it and get loose.
And I appreciate all of them, really. Coming from my teammates, that's awesome. That's awesome. They think I'm a freak athlete, And stretch is just something they've started calling me. It's my middle name, so it's always been my nickname. And I don't know, it's kind of cool that they really think that about me. It's cool.